Hello YouTube, Canadian Edge here, and we're going to do a knife review. We have on the table today a CJRB Bolt, and I like this knife. I've had a lot of fun carrying this. I've carried this quite a bit. Yeah, enjoying it. And CJRB makes some good knives, and so yes, this is one of them. This is the Bolt. It has a blade length of 3.25 inches. Open, it is 7.46 inches. And closed, it is 4.21 inches. The steel on here is CJRB's AR RPM 9, which they use on a lot of their knives. It's one of their main steels, and I haven't had any issues with it. It's been a good steel. It is a drop point blade, and the weight of this is 2.75 ounces, so nice and light. We got a G10 handle with the pattern on there to give you a little bit of grip. The pocket clip, it is reversible, deep carry, works good. And tip up, it has what they call a recoil lock version 2. So it's basically a crossbar lock, but if you're familiar with the Demco and some of Civivi's knives, they have a lock up here, so you pull back on that and closes your blade, or you can just do the crossbar and close it. So just depending on which one you want to do. And yeah, it works good, and you can also use that for opening if you so desire. And it also has the dual thumb studs for opening, so two ways of opening this knife. It does have some jimping on the back here. It's very shallow jimping, so you barely notice it. It is there though. It does have a lanyard hole at the back here for those of you who like the lanyards. And it does have a bit of a finger choil here if you're changing up your grip. And it does have ceramic ball bearing pivot, which gives you that nice smooth action. So yes, and it is centered and no blade play. It sits in there nice and solid, not going anywhere. Yep, liking it. All right, let's do a bit of a size comparison on this. We have the Ontario Rat 2. We have the Benchmade Bug Out. So you can see it's a mid-sized knife, pretty close in size to these two knives. So I like the mid-sized knives myself. It just it's a good size for me to carry, depending on what I'm doing. Sometimes I like the bigger knives for bigger jobs. But that is the Civivi Cogent and the Sencut Saxi. So you can see they do have a little bit of length on the bolt, but yeah, still a good size knife. I like the knife, or the size of the knife there. Sharpness. What do we have for sharpness on this? I have used this a lot, and oh yeah, well, there we go. It does cut the paper, but it could probably use a little glide through my sharpener. But again, I have used it quite a bit, so there is that. How about cutting this cord? Now this does have a little bit of a belly, so it might try and ride up, but no, it cut through. It took slightly more effort than I'd wanted, but not too bad considering, you know, I have used it a lot, and but it should still be a little bit sharper than that. I haven't used it ridiculous amounts. So I will touch the edge up on that, but AR-RPM 9 is easy to sharpen, and generally it holds an edge for quite a while. So yeah, it's a good enough steel for that. Things that I liked about this knife, I like the aesthetics of it. I know it's kind of a plain knife. There is no real wow factor to it, but it's a good balance of blade size versus handle. I like the blade profile. It's a good profile. The handle, again, very generic, but it works with what they've done here. Nice touch with the orange on the black and the blue. They all three work together pretty well, at least in my opinion. I don't have any issues with them. So yeah, aesthetically, I like it. The choil there, it just gives it a good look, and like what they've done with it there. It's got the open spine on it, so you got the little back spacer there, but nothing filling in there, which makes it lighter. And they do skeletonize the stainless steel liners underneath, and the ergonomics on it are good. It feels good in the hand, sits well in the hand. You've got the choil up there. You can choke up for better control. The jimping, it could be a little more aggressive jimping for me. It's, as I say, pretty shallow, and you don't necessarily feel it that much, but it is enough to give you some grip. But a little more aggressive would be a little nicer. And you have to be careful, especially guys with bigger hands. If you're putting your finger in the choil there, you're right by the cutting edge. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, you could end up cutting your finger. The grip on it, it is very grippy. Yeah, you have no problem hanging on to this knife. It stays in there good and solid in your hand, and your hand's not going to slide. They have texturing on, the rest of it, as well as the broader texturing there. So yeah, it works good. As I've already mentioned, the pivot on this is very smooth. Yeah, it worked good right out of the box. If you saw the unboxing, I did have a little bit of issue with the lock sticking a little bit. As I've used the knife, though, that's worked its way out, and it does not stick anymore. So happy about that. I don't know if other people have had that problem with the Bolt. If you own one and you want to comment, let me know if your lock worked properly right from the start. But it's working fine now, so that's good. Fits in the pocket well. It's a nice slim design, so yeah, it carries great in the pocket, and like how it fits there. And the fit and finish on it, it's all nice. It's well done. The edges are all rounded off, and it's very comfortable in the hand. So they've done a good job with the fit and finish on here, and very happy about that. My only complaint, and it's a small one, is the usual, the pocket clip. They didn't countersink the pocket clip, so it does stick up, and it will grip your pocket or do a little wear and tear on your pocket back there. So I wish they would have countersunk that, but again, it doesn't affect the use of the knife and how it performs. So yeah, not a big issue, just one that I do mention, one that's kind of a pet peeve for me, but that's just me. Otherwise, very happy with this knife. As I say, I carried it quite a bit. this will definitely be one of my more popular EDCs for the next little while anyway, until another one comes along to take its place. But yeah, I've enjoyed carrying this. Works great. Very functional knife. And so if you're looking for an EDC that doesn't break the bank, because I think these are what? Around $70 to $80 here in Canada. Somewhere in that price range. So yeah, not going to break the bank on you necessarily. A good budget knife and a good reliable knife. I have a few other CJRBs and have had no issues with them whatsoever. So yeah, trusting that this will be a good knife as well. And so far it's stood up. So happy with it, and would recommend this for anybody looking for a good budget everyday carry knife. And so that is the CJRB Bolt. And yeah, check out my other reviews and check out the unboxings. You can leave a like, you can hit the subscribe, and we'll do this all over again with another knife. But until then, you stay safe and stay sharp.